Composting is the act that births all great gardens. Through the process of decay, rich and eager soil is produced. My approach is 100% completely unscientifically proven. In fact, when I first started homesteading, I read so many manifestos about composting. You need exactly this container. You need exactly this thermometer. You need exactly this ratio of nitrogen to carbon. And that is the only way you will ever produce good compost. On and on it went. Rules and regulations about how I could make compost. But those rules and regulations, they didn't serve me. And what I discovered is through my own process of experimentation, there are so many ways to compost. Over the years of radical misbehavior with my gardening style, I developed methods I deeply believe in to birth gorgeous tilth and nutrient-dense soils that can sustain bountiful harvests without being depleted. I compost everywhere, not just in my garden, but in my life. That single principle helps me to constantly transform, to age like a fine wine, or in this instance, like a fine compost. In my art form, dancing, I even compost thoughts, feelings, practices, and experiences. I compost traumas and joys. I churn these things inside myself through the physical practice of movement, and then they burst out through creation. As I watch compost piles birth gorgeous blooming flowers, I mimic this process with self-reflection in my practice. This is how beauty is born. Out of grief, or astonishment, or passion, or devastation, or all of these combined, something stronger and more perfect emerges.